for you. So this workbench software will help you to interact with the database by using this GUI. Okay, I already told you that we can interact with the database either directly by using database software, or we can interact the database by using Java application. Okay, so if you are using Java application, then we are going to use JDBC programming. With the help of drivers, we are going to connect with the database, and from the Java application we are sending the query, and that particular query calls are converted into JDBC calls by using the respective drivers. And this JDBC will help us to transfer the calls from client to the database, and it will take the responsibility of executing the SQL queries. Okay, so before going to see, I want to show you how see, if you we have to use the query use database name. Okay, so that means here I'm using database IT, so I have to use it first. So I'm using. Now I want to see how many tables are there in that particular database. So for that one, the command is show tables. Okay, now in our database we have two tables. So to see the structure of the table, we are going to use describe command, DESC command, employee table. Okay, table name. So what we are getting? We are
Yes.
getting we are getting the fields in the sense what are the column names. Okay, and the data type of that particular column, and whether it will accept null or not, and all. So here in EMP table, we are having two fields. What are the two fields? That means two columns. That is employee number and employee name. So what is the data type of employee number? The data type of that employee number is integer, and the data type of the ename employee name is some varchar. Now here, I would like to show, if you want to see the list of element, the table of content, we have to use select star star. Star means all columns from which table, name of that table. Okay, see how many rows are, how many elements are there? Only one element is there in our table. One row is there in our table. What is on that row? Employee number is one, employee name is some Venki. Now if you want to insert one more row into our database, see, I'm going to help tell you only how we are going to interact with the database normally. Then when you know this command, then by using this command we are going to interact, we are going to do in Java. Okay, so if you want to insert a row into the database, we have to use insert command. Insert into table name. What is the table name? EMP. What we want to insert into the table? We want to insert values. So values in bracket. So what is the data type of first one is the integer. So no need to represent them in single quotes. Okay. So I would like to give the name, employee number as 10, and I would like to give the I would like to give the I would like to give the name of that employee as Ramu. Okay, I would like to give the name of the employee as Ramu. Okay, so I'm going to run this one. See what he's going. See, if you observe, insert into employee value Ramu. So if you want to see the details, say previously it is having only one row. Now it is having two rows. So here this insert command, okay, insert syntax is going to be used to insert into the table. Okay, so by using the same command, we are going to do with the help of a Java program. Okay, so see here, and first step in a JDBC application is first we need to import the Java program packages. So here I am imported the required packages. Okay, then I main class. Okay, so this is the main class. What is the name of that main class? I am using some insert. Wait one second. So I'm going to create one main class. Okay, so name of that main class is insert. Now I'm creating a main method. Okay, so in that main method, first one is I need to load the drivers. So to load the drivers in Java application, what we need to do, we need to use the class.forName method. So here I'm going to use that class.forName, and this is the path of our driver. Okay, com.mysql.cj.jdbc.driver. See, the path will be changed from program to driver to driver. See, the path is with respect to this jar file driver. Okay, so with respect to this the class.forName. Now next one is we need to create a connection. How we are going to create the connection? We are going to create the connection by using connection interface. Okay, by using connection interface. So for this connection interface, I am going to create one a reference variable. Okay, that is con. Okay, so for this interface, we need one object. Okay, that object is nothing but con. Now we are going to create the connection. So how we are going to create the connection? We are going to create the connection by using driver manager dot get connection. Okay, driver manager dot get connection. So in driver dot get connection, we have three parameter values. What are the three parameter values? First one is URL, second one is the username, third one is password of that one. So URL means the location of your database. So here I'm using my the location of database. I'm using JDBC driver. Okay, colon. Type of the database I'm using is I am using MySQL database, and colon. The location of this database is the database is available in my local host. So localhost colon, what is the port number of that database? 3306. Okay, this is a default port number for MySQL. Okay, so sometimes some database administrator, they may change the port number. Okay, now this it it is nothing but the database. Okay, so now I am going database, and root is the username, and for that root user there is no password. Okay, now after creating the connection, I would like to create the statement one method. Okay, so how we are going to do that create statement? Con.create statement method. By using con.create statement, and with the help of statement interface, we are creating one object. What is the object name? stmt. Okay, now I'm going to write my query and store that query in a string. Okay, I'm going to write a query, my query, and I'm going to store that query in a string variable. What is the string variable I'm using? INS. Okay, so INS is equal to, we have to write the query here. So what is the query here? Insert into emp values. See here I am going to use some 20. Okay, employee number is 20. Now Razu. Okay, then I would like to execute this statement. Okay, how I am going to use? By using statement dot execute update method, we are going to execute that particular query. So after successful executing the query, we are going to print system that some message inserted value into table. Okay, now I am closing the connection and I am catching if there is any exceptions that are occurring in our program. Okay, now before going to execute the run this program, I would like to show how many values are there in our table. See, only two values. See, after running this program, what is the another value we are going to get here? We are going to get 20 and value Raji. Okay, so when I run this Java application, here the value 20 and Raji is going to be inserted. Okay, so I'm going to run this program. See, inserted value into table. Now we are going to see the values in a table. See, 20 Raji is inserted or not. Similar way, if you want to insert one more row, you have to change the value here. 30 some Ravi. So save and run the program. So inserted value into the table. If you see Ravi value is inserted. See, here we are not interacting with the database directly. So we are interacting with the database with the help of JDBC application. Okay, here we are using some JDBC application or Java application. In Java application, we are going to use JDBC drivers to interact with the database. So this is about inserting a value into a table by using a JDBC application. Any doubts in this program? Please respond. Any doubts?
No, sir.
Hmm? No?
No doubt, sir.
Okay, okay. Hmm. So, so this is about insert. See, a programming is same. Only we are changing the queries. Okay, it depend upon the queries. Okay, and also it depend upon the type of the query. Okay, so creating the table. See, and be careful. Creating a table will give success message only one time. Okay, if you run the same program on another time, it is going to throw some error. Why? Because when first time when we are running the program, as the particular table is not exist in the database, so it is going to create that particular table. But if you run the same program again second time, what it is going to happen is already that particular table is created, so it is going to throw some error, that is the table is already exist. If you want to change so second time the program will not give you a, a success message. So be careful while dealing with create table program. Okay, now we are created the table, that program is completed. We are inserting the values into the table, that one is now. Now suppose if you want to update the values in the table. Okay, update in the sense, suppose during our insertion we may wrongly insert some person's name. Okay, so how we are going to do that, how we are going to modify that particular uh, employee information in a table. we are going to use update query. So what is the syntax for update query? So for example, if you see, now I am going to change the employee number of Venki to, instead of 1, I am going to change the employee number to some 40. Okay, see how I am going to change the syntax is update emp. So what I would like to update, I would like to update employee table. What I want to set means I want to set e number. Okay, e number to some 40. Whose c number I want to set as 40? Where where e name, sorry, e name is equal to, what is the name of that employee? VNKY. So I would like to update, I would like to update, I would like to update the employee number of employee number to 40. Whose employee number to 40? Venki's employee number to 40. So I'm running this one. So what is the output? Updated employee set to 40, where employee one row is affected. We want to see whether that one is updated or not. See, the employee number is changed to 40. What is the employee number previously for Venki? It is 1. Now, by using the same query, okay, so copying that one with the help of,
Hello, sir.
hello, hello, who is this? Any doubts? Someone called. Who is that one? Now, what I'm going to do? I'm updating the employee number to some. Again, I'm going to make it as to 1. So whose employee number? I want to change the employee number from 40 to 1. So with which employee number I would like to change? So I would like to set the employee number as 1. To whom? Where employee name is Enki. Okay. So I'm going to run this one. Before going to run that one, see, the employee number is 40. Now after running this program, we are going to see what is the employee. So it is going to change to some 1. Okay. After running this program. I'm not change the message. It is success. So I would like to see. See, the employee number is changed to again to 1. Suppose I would like to change the employee name, say employee name of uh, employee number 10 to some Rajesh. Okay. So what I would like to do, so set employee name to Rajesh, where employee number is equal to some 10. So what I'm doing is I'm updating the employee name to Rajesh, where the employee number of that whose name I'm changing, employee number 10 I'm changing. So what is previously the employee name 10? Hmm? Hmm? What is the name? Ramu. Now I would like to change the name of Ramu to Rajesh. Okay. So what I am doing? Update EMP set employee name to Rajesh, where employee number is 10. Okay. So here I'm going to do update here. So I'm running this program. See, updated. So we'll go and check whether no, it is 10. The name of employee number 10 is Ramu. I am changed that one to Rajesh, whether it is changed or not. See, it is changed. Ramu is changed to Rajesh. Okay. Are you getting my point? So next, uh, now we are going to do a select syntax. 1 second. Okay, wait. So now we are going to do the result set object. Okay. So when we are going to do this result set object, when we are going to execute, do some select command. Okay. So what are the modification we need to do? We have loaded the package. We have created a class, main class, and we have created one main class. We are loaded the drivers by using class.forName, and we are creating the connection. Here we would like to give database as IT. So username is root, password is root. Sorry, password is nothing. Okay. Now, how many columns are there in our data set? Two columns only. So it will give only two. So okay. See, first we will run the program. What is the output here? Are you able to see the output? See, the data, the results of the database are retrieved and it is going to be displayed here. See, same details are there in the database or not? Same details are there in the database or not? Okay. So see how we are going to do that one. See, programming is same only. Only here, previously we are directly running the execute statement. Here we are doing that one, but here we are going to use result set interface. Okay, a result set of class. So by using this result set of interface, we are storing the result in our object called rs. Okay, so when the query is executed, if the table is not having any columns, okay, if that sorry, any rows, it is going to give 0. So when while rs dot next, see, next will give the pointer to the first row. If there is no rows in the table, then it is going to return 0. So the condition is fail. So nothing is going to be print. Okay, nothing is going to be print. So now when a cursor will start, so rs dot result set dot get, we want to get. So first column detail I want to get. So what is the data type of that first column? What is the data type of that first column? Int. So I have to give the data type, and in bracket I have to give the first column name. Okay, so res dot next column. So get string. What is the data type of the second one? Is it is varchar. Varchar is nothing but a string data type. So 2. So if you change, there is no need to give the same order. Okay, so for example 2, you can give 1. So it is going to get based on the string and int. So if you run this program, only see the change in. So here by using this JDBC application with the help of result set, we can get the particular column by with the help of index. Not only by index, if you want, you can directly give the column name also. E name. See here, for this get parameter, get string, two ways we can do. One is we can directly give the column number, first column or second column or third column, or we can pass the argument as column name. Column name also we can give, or we can give uh, that sorry index name, column number, first column or second column, and that particular data type of that particular column we need to give. See, get parameter, get string, get int, get float, like that. There different data types also. So in tomorrow class, I am going to show you the data types and the particular data type of that particular uh, column. Okay. So in the tomorrow slide, tomorrow I'm going to go show you that slide. Okay. So this is about result set. So we have seen practically how to create a table by using JDBC application. We have inserted values into the table, and we have updated that values in the table, and also we have retrieved the information from that table with the help of result set RS. So, and one more thing is delete. Okay, so delete is going to be discussed in tomorrow class, and with that one we are going to complete our third chapter. Okay, so any doubts in today's session? Any doubts in today's session?
No, sir.